Hey guys, what's up? Today we got a review of Transformers Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Specifically, this is the MP10 version, the Hasbro release. It came out in 2012, and I really wanted that guy back in 2012, but couldn't afford him or couldn't find the means to buy him. And once I had the means to buy him, I couldn't afford it, and the means to find it. It was just a vicious cycle until just a couple days ago when I found this guy on Craigslist. And the guy had never transformed it, just took it out of the packaging, displayed it on his shelf, and then the wife said needed to get rid of it, so sold it to me. So yeah, but enough of the backstory. Let's get into the figure itself. Now, just to preface this video, or before I get started on the review, this is going to be split into two reviews, or two separate parts. One being the figure itself, and then the accessories, and then the second part being the trailer. Just because this is a kind of a big and intricate figure that I just think it's going to be too long to just do one video. So yeah. So if you guys are here for the trailer, go ahead and if you want to finish this video, and then you can head over to the part 2, which should be up. Alright, so setting this guy up to the side, let's take a look at the accessories first. So he does come with his matrix of leadership, which as you can see is very nice, very detailed, and the other side is slightly smaller. And going back to Optimus Prime, you can see that if you open his chest here, and then it's always a pain in the butt to open. There we go. And then open his chest, or I don't know, his matrix card, I guess. And you can fit his matrix of leadership into his chest, respectively. Oh, there we go. Let me see here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to set up here and just trying to see what would work. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now unfortunately this doesn't light up like the MPO1 version, but I wouldn't want it to light up anyway, just because I wouldn't want to have to worry about the batteries eroding or electrical going something wrong and then just destroying the figure itself. So yeah. Alright. Set this guy back off to the side. Take a look at some of his other accessories. You can see that he does come with the battle axe that he got to use in like one episode. I believe that was just more than meets the eye. Back in the first episode, when he was battling Megatron the first time. And he can only hold it on his right hand, which is kind of unfortunate, but I would always only use it on his right hand anyway. So, see, it fits very securely over his right hand. And yeah, it's just a nice big axe. I like it. Some don't agree with it because they feel that it was kind of they liked it better back when it snapped on to his hand. But for me, I actually, whoa. You can see that you gotta be very careful. Or else you will throw your masterpiece figure around. Alright, setting this off to the side. He comes with a little Spike Witwicky figure. It doesn't come with a face, which is a little bit unsettling, but and I would have liked it to have a face just because it is Masterpiece. And why isn't it focusing? Come on. Alright, let's try moving Prime out of the way, see if it'll focus better. There we go. As you can see that he has a molded face, but his eyes and stuff just aren't painted, which is kind of unfortunate. Just because this is a masterpiece grade, but it's supposed to be very detailed. But you know, it's nice that they included it anyway. And he also does come with a roller, which, since this is the Hasbro release version, it does come in a nice, very deep blue, dark blue color, which I prefer because I only ever paid attention to the cartoon version anyway. Never the toy version, which was, I believe, Takara painted their silver to match the toy. And come back to the roller just a second, because we gotta go back to Optimus Prime here and grab his rifle, which can, of course, as you can see, store in his back. And we can move him off to the side there for a second. And if you push this white button right here on the rifle, you can see that the rifle does pop out. And you can store it on a roller to kind of give him a little turret. You can also have, if you choose, Spike sitting there. But, just the final gimmick on this guy is if you fold this forward, then flip this back, you can actually, which I believe I showed this off in the second part as well, because I, for whatever reason, decided to shoot the second part of this review before this part, so I know what's going on in the second part. But you can have a roller tow the trailer, which is kind of cool. And I go into more of a detail into that in the second part of the review. Alright, so moving on. Let's get into Prime here. Alright, so articulation-wise, his head is on two swivels. One that allows him to go up and down, and then one that allows him to move side to side, or full 360, which I'm not going to do just because I don't want to loosen up the swivel joint there. And then his antennas can move forward and back. He can rotate 360 on his shoulders, but again, I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to tighten or loosen up the joint. Believe me when I do say that it does rotate 360. So his arm does rotate 360. He can bend at the arm 90 degrees. His shoulder stacks do pivot up and down for your preference. Alright, and he is articulated at the fingers. He has two knuckles on his first index finger, and then his other three are one single joint. You can rotate at the 360 on the waist. Get a nice pivot out on the leg itself. Nice ratchet joints for his thighs. He doesn't have a rotating at the knee, or at this joint, which would look like it would, but he does rotate at the knee here. And bend forward and bend back and weirdly enough forward in a weird pose. He does have a nice wide range of ankle tilts. You can see there, so you can get him in very wide poses. Alright, so transformation. We'll do a couple size comparisons real quick. Alright, so there he is next to FOC Prime. Very much taller than him. Here he is next to Age of Extinction Prime. Here he is next to Masterpiece Red Alert. See, that's a very nice scale for them. And finally, here he is next to Minor War Superior. Very cool. A little bit out of scale, but, you know, different lines. So yeah. All right. So transformation. First, what you want to do is you want to take his chest piece and open it once again. All right. If you want, you can leave the matrix in there. I prefer to, just so I don't lose it. And then you want to unpeg the grill here. Be careful because this is like a chrome plastic and it's fragile. Yeah. So just unpeg that here. Actually, not yet. Yeah, you do. All right, you want to come back here and move these out to the side and move this out to the side. All right, bring this down. Rotate the tires like so. Do the same on the other side. Alright, and then just accordion this down, peg this into the grill. Like so. Oh, that's wrong. Go, just move these into position. There and right there. Alright, move this entire grill piece down and peg it into place. Fold his head down. Alright, move these, keep these to the side. Move there's this little flap here you want to fold down. Like so. Rotate his arm in. Fold that flap back up. Do the same on the other side. Like that. And then fold out these these corner flaps right here. And then take this, his shoulder, or his arm, move it in, and then rotate his arm in. Alright, there we go. There we go. Take his waist, and you want to rotate it. Like so. Take his guards here, fold them down. Take his guards here, fold them down. And then you want to take these, push these buttons right here, move his feet in, take his feet together, put his feet in, come back over here, fold these up, move these up. Alright, and then finally take these gas tanks and close them. And there you have MP10 in his, more or less, truck mode. And yeah, I get more into this in the second part, so if you guys want to, go ahead and watch that. Quick size comparison, here he is next to MP Pro. And yeah, brainstorm. Alright, see you guys in the second part. Thanks for watching.